Hello everyone, welcome back. Alright, so today we are going to put on the hand wheel, the stop motion knob, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Alright, let's start with the wheel. Put a little oil on the inside here. Where am I? So a little oil will get in there. Get a little oil around here. Now this should slip right on. Nice. And this should rotate freely. If it doesn't, you need to clean it up. Better than you did. All right, again, I know I sound like a broken record, but in the description there's going to be a link to sewing machine rehab. And that's where I learned how to disassemble this and how I'm learning how to put it back together. I don't know all the terms for all the pieces. This is my first one, so I'm constantly referencing Jen's video over there at Sewing Machine Rehab. Okay, so I may pause here or there to actually go back and look. Also, I may pause when my battery lights flash it. All right, so what we got next is we have this little washer here. Now we have these two little tabs that are kind of bent up. We want them bent up towards the outside, okay? So we'll put again another little drop of oil on here. And we're going to put this right on there. And it fits into the little slots. See those slots? Okay. Now, let me try to come over this way. We're going to get our stop motion knob. Again, give it a little oil. A little oil is your friend, too much oil is your enemy. Get some on the threads. All right, now we're going to screw this in. Now what Jen was saying is there's a little screw here that locks it in. And she's saying that, let me take this off again for a second. You kind of want the screw to land in between two of these tabs, okay? So we're going to put the tab straight across so I know where they are. Right there. We'll screw this down. Let's see where that lines up. Nope. Looks like it wants to end up over there. Let's try to put that right there. Okay, that's about right. Let's get a screwdriver bit that fits this. And we'll plop the screw in. All right, beautiful. Everything is turning freely. Like silk. All right, let me change my battery. I'll be back. Okay, so next we are going to put in the feed dog. Dog. All right. Let me see if I can show you where that goes. So this is going to go right in here. There's a little slot. Okay. Now, I had to put the screw in from the bottom. Let's see if I can hold this in. Okay. Did not fall out. And we have this screw on my screw starter, which is at a bad angle. So I'm taking it off. And we're going to have to try to fiddle it in with our stubby. And look at that. That's a bad angle too. All right. We will try to put it in by hand. And I know it's very bad lighting. Let's see if we can get her started. And yes, we do. Now, according to Jen, this is going to have to be adjusted. So we'll leave it like that. Let me see if this fits in there. If not, okay. Nice, okay. We'll just snug that up. All right. So we got that in. Turn that around. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put the plate back on. And here's where some adjustments going to come in. Where we have to make sure the dogs are in the right place. Let's get a little, put a little dab of oil on here. Some on the back. Put a little on these threads. Come on now. Okay, we got that one started. A little bit on this one. All right, let me get this little bad boy. See if this fits. Nice. I know my fingers are in the way. Right, that does not feel right. Feels very tight. I wonder if the dog is hitting it. Okay. Now, this should be, okay, I see the dog is hitting it. And it's hitting it in this direction. So I have to go refer to the video to see how to adjust that. Okay, so to adjust the feed dogs this way, left and right, we have to go underneath. And if you remember, when we put this on, we didn't tighten it down. So that's what we have to move. So let's take this bit, put it in here. Let me take this nut totally off. I think this bit is too wide. Let's see. Yes. And we're going to have to loosen this one. And tighten this one. And let's take a look at those dogs. I could probably do this with the machine up. Oh, my stop motion stopped. I mean, my hand wheel. Got loose. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, that's way off. Fiddly, fiddly. Ooh. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that. Let's try to zoom in a little. This camera doesn't like to zoom in. So now when I turn this, I got good clearance. And I think they need to come up a little bit. But we can adjust that. But as far as that goes, that looks good. So now I'm going to put this back down on its side. And I'm going to lock these in with these jam nuts. That wasn't too bad. Oh, I'm zoomed in, aren't I? Oh, please don't use this as a tutorial, folks. Okay. Now we get a 9/16 wrench. And we lock these jam nuts in. over on this side. Okay. Now, let's make sure. Okay. Now, I'm not sure about the dog height, but I don't feel them. So they're definitely not going to be gripping anything. So I'm going to have to come down here and loosen that screw right here. Let's see if I can get in there with this. I hate that the screwdriver is not going to be flush in there. Let me loosen that and just tap it up. Need to get something in there. Whoop, that's definitely too much. All right, right there. Let's try that. Let's get this bad boy back. Let's see how that looks. If it looks good, we'll tighten it. That might be too high. All right, let's drop it down a hair. Be honest with you, this is what I was concerned with when I started taking this apart. Saying to myself, wow, there's going to be a lot of adjustments. Let's try this. If I have the, yeah, there you go. Longer. And let's push it down a little bit right there. Again, I don't know how high that needs to be, but it's pretty high. So I'm going to keep dropping it down till I barely feel the teeth sticking up. All right. Let's see how that feels. I think that looks good. Nice. All right. Okay, I see how the stop motion works there. I'm messing around over here. So if I loosen the stop motion knob, then the hand wheel just spins free. If I tighten it a little bit, that's when it engages everything. All right, we got that. So we got this on, we got the dog in, we got this plate in, we got the dogs adjusted as best as I think they go. Working fine. And let me see what the next step is. Okay, so messing with the height of the dogs is useless now because they're coming back out. I don't know what I would do without sewing machine rehab. All right, so what I have to do now is, because they are not the field of travel. Hopefully you can see this. If you look, there's a space back here, and there's a space up here. It's not equidistant, okay? So to fix that, I have to turn this over, make sure this nut is loose, which I never tightened it, and here's the eccentric. And by turning that, it's going to move the dog. Okay, let's get where's my other bit? Let's get this out of here. Let's get this bit out of here. And we're going to have to adjust this right here. So I should be able to do this. Let me slide this stuff out of the way while it's up here. Let me get that screwdriver in there. Oh yeah, I need a camera person. Okay. Let's see how that, oh yeah, see how that moves? I don't know if you can see it. You see it moving? Screwdriver came off. See the dogs moving? All right, so I'm going to kind of center it right there. Let me just snug up that nut. And see if I'm equidistant now. Nope. Now it's hitting at the bottom. So let's put it all the way to the bottom and move it the other way. Let me loosen that nut. Let me get my screwdriver in there. Move it a hair. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't take much, huh? No, pretty close. Another little hair. Man, that's pretty close. I think a scotch more. I'm gonna call that good. Let me snug up this nut. Then give one final check. This nut right here. I'm gonna have to put this like this so I can get at that nut. Whoop. That whole eccentric turned. Maybe I'm supposed to hold the eccentric. Dang it. Let's see what that did. Yep, that moved the whole eccentric. So you need a screwdriver in there to hold that. Dang it. All right, let me go back to here. Let me back that the way it moved. Whoops, wrong screw. See what that looks like. Not enough. Alright, let's try that. Nope. Alright, let me fiddle with that and I'll bring you back. Okay. Yeah, there's just some things I can't do with the dang camera on. It's just in the way. Alright. One thing I am not doing is getting frustrated. It's impossible for me to get frustrated when I've never ever done one of these before. So, like I said, it's a continuous learning process, and I'm going to fumble through it, and I'm going to stop the video, and I'm going to go watch my old video that when I took it apart. I'm going to go watch Jen's video until I get it. You know what I mean? Mechanical stuff is my thing. You know, I actually took mechanical engineering in college, so I love putting stuff apart. Here's a quick side story. My grandfather would call me the house wrecker because when I went over to their house, I was always looking for something to take apart. And being a little kid, you know, 7, 8 years old, 9 years old, I wasn't always able to put it back together again. So he called me the house wrecker. All right, I digress. Okay, so let me see if I can get you in here a little closer. If you watch those dogs, we have equidistant from the front to the back. All right, and that nut is tightened up. All right, let me zoom back out. We got a bunch of other stuff to put on, but I need to go watch more videos so I can see what goes next. I'll be back. All right, so I just went to edit the last couple parts that I did, and I realized that that is probably close to a half an hour. And man, these videos are getting long. So I think I'm going to end this part here and figure out the next part, and then we'll come back. So you know I'm going to say it. I'm sending you all much, much love and appreciation, my brothers and sisters. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you all are getting a little giggle here and there watching me fumble through this. And we'll see you on the next one.